Hey guys, welcome back. The fly we're going to be tying today is a copper john, or a variation of the copper john. We'll start by tying on our thread here, cut off our excess. The hook size I'm using is a size 16 nymph hook. I've got my bead up on front to help give me a little bit of weight. But we're going to move our thread back to the bend of the hook here, and we're going to tie on our brown goose spots. We want them to be about from the eye of the hook till your hook point. Underneath, if you kind of measure it that way, and we want to kind of have them stick up or stick out a little bit. We don't want them pointing down. That's why we don't wrap our thread past the bend of the hook. We want to keep it at the bend of the hook. Once we get that on, I'm going to tie this goose spot up the body a little bit, about 3/4 of the way, help give me some girth to my body. And then we're going to put on our other goose spot here at the other end. And for the different colors of copper johns and things like that, this step is going to stay the same. Your really only variation is the wire that you use, whether you use a copper, a red, a green. We're going to be doing silver today. I really enjoy the silver pattern, and then just a couple little variations to the way I tie it to make it a little bit easier. Once we get that on, get those goose bites tied down, we'll cut the excess there, get it out of the way. And then we're going to bring our thread back up to the front here. And this is where I'm going to tie on my wire. It's a little bit different. I learned this from a good fishing buddy of mine. Maybe we'll get this on here. Get that wire tied on up front, and we only want to go back 1/4 of the way. So we're going to wrap about 3/4 of our fly in this wire. We'll do a half hitch, get it out of the way so I can use my rotary feature on my vise here. And we're going to do nice even wraps. I like doing it this way rather than tying it on the back end, because when you tie on the back end, you've got kind of a bulge with that wire coming through. This way we don't have any bulge. It's all nice, it's all smooth. We get nice even wraps. Oh, and I don't quite have enough, so get a little more wire here. And then we're going to go all the way to the back. Now wrap as far as you can possibly go. And once you get it there, we're going to pull back a little bit and then cut. Sorry, my hand's kind of getting in the way. We just kind of cut off a little bit, and we're going to wrap the rest of it around. And I'm just pinching it down here with my thumb. Sorry you can't see that, but that's what it looks like there after you've got it cut. You pinch it down, and now we take some super glue, and we're just going to glue that wire down. Now we don't have to worry about tying it off. We don't have the bulge underneath from tying it in the back and wrapping up forward. Just make sure that super glue's all the way around. Give it a couple blows so it'll hopefully dry for us. Move our thread to the back here. Now we're going to tie on our pearl tinsel flat. This is going to be our wing casing. And be careful, because that glue's still wet. You don't want anything sticking, so it makes it a little bit trickier, or more tricky, I guess, to get your materials tied on while it's still wet, but it can be done. So we'll get that on there. And then I just take one strand of peacock herl, and with your peacock herl here, you've got two sides to your strand. You have the nice thick full green, and then the other side's just kind of short little brown nappy stuff, and we don't want to use that side, so we're going to make sure we get our long green strands up here. We're just going to wrap it around, go back and forth a couple times until it's as thick as you'd like it there. We'll get it up to the front here, and we'll tie this down. I do one wrap behind real tight, one wrap in front, and I'll do that about 2-3 times here, just to make sure that peacock curl is secure, and I'm holding it while I'm doing these wraps the entire time. We'll just break it off. We'll pull our flash up, or our tinsel, excuse me, and we'll tie this off. I'm just going to do a couple good hard wraps. I don't want to bulk it up too much with my thread, because I'm going to tie on some legs, and for the legs we're just going to use pheasant tail fibers. And we want it to go not quite to the end of the Not quite to the end where our wire is at, but almost. So we're going to tie those on. And I've got 3 strands on each side. And then, nope, we were still a little bit wet, so I'm sticking to my body here. I'll just pull that fiber away. There we go. So now nothing's sticking to the body. We've got 3 on each side. Okay, and what I've got here is pearl flash. And I'm taking probably about 4 or 5 strands here. And I'm going to tie this right on top. What this kind of does, it gives more, grabs more attention, I guess. Grabs the fish's attention a little bit better. Gives more of a visually appealing wing casing. Allows, I guess, your wing casing to look like it's moving or flowing in the water a little bit. So I like to put that on top there. Again, I learned that from a good fishing buddy of mine, and I'll just get that on. We're going to cut this down pretty short. We don't want it going too much further past past our thorax there. And that's my version of the Copper John. We'll just whip finish here, and you're set and good to go. But try this in different colors. Try it in a red, copper, a green. A lot of different wire colors that you can use. All the steps are going to be the same. You're just going to change the wire coloring out a little bit. And that's how our Copper John looks, guys. Here's the list of the materials. If you want to go ahead and tie this up yourself. We've also got the option available to just get these flies at the website there at liprippin.com. But good luck tying, and be sure to check us out and send us your pictures of those nice fish you're catching. So thanks again, guys. Have a good one.